Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Thursday Sit Rep. It's Vault Week, and I'm standing in the literal vault, which just went live this morning, so make sure to head on over to that category and check out all the new additions. Hopefully you saw the video yesterday. Otherwise, we got a fresh rundown of awesomeness heading your way in this Sit Rep. We have the new Waco glider, which comes with some awesome additions, including the option to add some paratroopers. We got a new Flak 38 Brickmania Classic kit, new figures of history, and then a bunch of restocks and some event updates heading your way. So stay tuned for more of that. For now, I'll turn it on over to Amanda and Slide.
You ready for this?
Ready? It's a slow motion clapper. No.
We broke camera, guys.
Useful clap. Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Sit Rep episode of Brickmania TV.
Hey.
Hi, this is Amanda.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Slam.
You are.
Yeah. It's a really big week here at Brickmania. We've got some
Always.
cool, exciting things dropping. First off, we have the Waco glider.
Yes.
Which I'm super excited for. Parts of the Waco gliders are built here in Twin Cities.
Yes.
The wings
We
specifically?
found out the wings. There was a factory that built a lot of the wings.
Yeah, like a little wood shop.
That
down
was
south.
whatever wings. Not that there was all that many, I suppose. Anyway, but yeah, so it was really cool. Then there's a whole article you can look up.
Yep. We've both read it. You should read it too.
Yeah, it's good.
And so Waco glider drops Friday.
Yep.
And we should check in with Andrea.
Andrea should know
designed
about
this
such
thing.
things.
I did the art for it, and let's cut to Andrea now.
Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Italian Design Studio. This is Andrea here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit emotional today recording this video because one of my favorite designs from the past year is coming, and I've been working on this for I think 3 months straight. I am really happy about this new model, so I'm not gonna hide it any longer. I'm very excited about it. So this is the most widely produced engineless plane, I think of all time, if not just World War II. It's an iconic piece of machinery. It took part in the D-Day landings behind enemy lines. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the Waco CG-4 assault glider, an icon of D-Day. It's coming to us at the tip of the spear of our D-Day collection. So I'm really looking forward to talk to you about its history, the design process behind all of this, and overall talking about this beautiful plane and all its features. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the prototype of the Waco CG-4 Airborne Assault Glider. And so, surprise, this is not just a plane kit, this is an airborne playset almost, because it also comes with an airborne wheelless jeep and an airborne dozer, this Clark CA1. We decided to include these two extras because it's just so amazing that a glider like this was able, without an engine, to carry such heavy equipment. So just a little bit of history behind this. Was developed in the US, and it's kind of the last one of a series of glider that was developed to the 30s. So what is a glider? It is a plane essentially without engines. So how does this get? How is it that a plane without an engine arrives behind enemy lines? It was towed by a C-47 or another larger plane above the area of operation through a cable that was hooked here in the front, and then it was released. When it was released, it, let's say, landed, but it was falling graciously towards the ground. And the huge advantage of this is that it's very silent, so you can't hear any engines. It could travel for a few kilometers without making any sound, land behind enemy lines, and with 13 paratroopers or equipment such as jeeps, howitzers, guns, and ammunitions, all sorts of equipment, and of course the airborne dozers that were used, for example, to prepare emergency landing strips for even larger gliders or plane. So let's say this guy landed, the soldiers and other engineers would prepare landing strips for example, C-47. This happened in the Pacific quite a lot, so they could actually launch an airborne operation even larger. So as I said, it had a cable. The pilots then decided when to cut the cable and start gliding towards the ground. Another fascinating feature of the plane itself is that through a hook that was placed here, it was actually possible for a plane to retrieve while flying. And there's some amazing videos online of planes being like captured back by the motor plane. So the plane will fly very, very low, catch a cable with the hook here, and then fly on to and carry back the glider back to base. It was very, very fascinating videos and feature of this plane. So as I said, this is one of the most widely produced gliders of all time. Almost 14,000 were made, and they were used all over in Sicily, Normandy, Operation Plunder, crossing of the Rhine, and in the Pacific. Everywhere there was an airborne operation, this plane was there. So as one of the least represented yet very, very important pieces of machinery of the D-Day landings, we decided to make this the tip of the spear of our 80th anniversary collection here at Brickmania. I've spent 2 months designing this. I'm gonna start letting you see some more of it. You can also check the renderings that are appearing right now. Remember, this is the prototype, so some of the colors are misplaced. You see I'm missing some tiles, some slopes. So when I decided to build this, I wanted I've immediately found out that it was the measures were kind of odd. So it's 7 wide, huge wings and long tail. It's all empty inside. I'll show you in a bit what I'm talking about. So it presented some challenges that you would not expect to encounter when building something that really looks like a rectangular from the outside, but it presented some very difficult challenges to overcome. The main one was having such a big plane completely hollow inside, but yet very sturdy. So the first thing I decided to do was to decide whether I would go for playability, like I most times do, but I decided to go for this one with the looks. So it is perfectly 1/35 scale. It's 7 wide by 7. So the measures I've used made it so it's very complex in the inside. I wouldn't say complex, but it is difficult to assemble, so it's not a kit for everyone. Let's go over the feature from top to bottom. So of course, all the action is happening right here. We have 2 pilots that fit inside the cockpit. Of course, you have the hook, so you can actually tow it with your C-47 if you have one. We have 2 printed Windows parts here, and a very difficult part of the design was to make this cockpit shrink down while maintaining the pilots room for the pilots inside and keeping the 7 wide. As most of you know, building in odd numbers in Lego is never an easy task. So of course this was a lot of thinking went into this, also how to attach it, because the Waco glider had an opening on the upside, so it would literally lift up the whole thing in order for the cargo to go inside, and it closes down perfectly. So as I said, the kit itself can fit 11 ready for war glider board troops in a historically accurate position. This is because it should carry 13, but of course real people are not as wide as a minifigure, and this being perfectly scaled at 135, it just the space it's not enough. So if you want to fit more, you can, but you will have to get creative with the figure placement. It fits a total of 13, or a airborne jeep. It fits the CA1 airborne dozer, and it also fits the howitzers. The Brickmania Classic Series howitzer would be perfect for this build. Talking about the printing, on the wings we have the 2 stars on the top left and the bottom right. We also have working surfaces, control surfaces on the wings, and the wings were fun to build because they are very, very thin. It's something that it's true with all gliders. Gliders have very, very thin wings in order to reduce drag to a minimum. And so this was fun because I started with lots of technique parts that were thick and it didn't kind of work. So I switched on to more more simple techniques, and it worked out perfectly. I also didn't have lots of attachment points on the fuselage because it needs to be completely hollow inside. So it was interesting to find new ways to make such big wings. It's got almost 100 studs wingspan, and so it was really, really fun. Another thing I want to point out is the windows on top of the plane. This was used to navigate at night using the stars, so it was just a fun fact that I really loved learning about. The invasion stripes on the wings are completely brick built on the upside, and on the downside here, everything is brick built. And you also have a super sturdy landing gear in spite of how it looks. You also get this door was not actually a door, it was just used for cargo carrying missions, but your glider troops would exit through doors on the side, so you actually have one. Everything is very sturdy, you can pick it up and swoosh it almost as you want, because remember, this is completely hollow inside, so it is sturdy, it is swooshable, but handle it with a little bit more care than you would with other Brickmania planes. It still is a sturdy build once you build it completely. You will see while building this that some parts can be kind of fragile when not connected all together. Other than that, it's rock solid all around.
Thanks, Andrea. So as far as minifigs go, because that's the part I did, there's 2 pilots, and you can pick up to 4 paratroopers.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, and they all come with a Mae West style life vest, which we haven't done on a paratrooper, so that's very fun.
Because they're usually wearing parachutes, but these guys ride it to the ground.
Yep. And they're still wearing like the kind of traditional multi-pocketed paratrooper gear and all that, but yeah.
It's a really cool kit.
Yeah,
And I don't believe we've done a Waco a glider before.
I don't know.
I think that's the first.
A long time ago?
Correct. Leave a comment down
Small
below
one.
if
We
I'm
did
wrong.
a really small one, I think, at one point. At least that's what I gather from the random gestures that are happening behind the camera.
Perfect. Okay.
We're professional here, and we make sure everyone knows it.
All right.
Oh my god.
What else is happening this week, Amanda?
So we have the new Flak 36, right? Is that what we're doing? Nope. Flak 38.
Yep.
There's
Math.
extra numbers.
Yep. It's two better.
Flak,
two better
it's
than-
2 better than the Flak 36.
Yeah.
When
And
I looked over quickly in the shadow, the 8 looked like a 6.
this set right here.
This set right here, the Flak 38.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know it was 38.
This is a Brick Mini Classic kit, which means it's super simple.
Yep.
And it's just a slight updating of Dan's old Flak 38,
Sure.
but with also some input from Umar's
Oh,
last Flak 38, which I
excellent.
think went on the back of the vehicle. And
I
speaking of
hear.
going on the back of a vehicle, this one can mount up to on the back of the RSO OST. So that'd be a really cool add-on if you pick that
Yeah,
really
definitely.
sweet kit up. Honestly, the RSO is my favorite things we've done in a
Yeah,
while.
it's a really good kit. I enjoyed working on that one. Yeah, so this goes right in the back. You can hang out in there.
Comes with 2 simple figs.
Yep, some Luftwaffe classic figures.
Yep. So front and back torso printing and
Yeah, nothing too
one
exciting about
printed
them.
part, obviously, on this guy.
Oh yeah, it's got the
'Cause
little.
This is an incredibly successful little anti-aircraft gun.
I mean, if you're gonna have an anti-aircraft gun, you might as well have a successful one.
yeah. So this is a great kit. This is available again Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Pick
Cool.
it up. Add it to your RSO. Make that mock bigger and better. All right.
You've got an exciting minifig.
I do. So the 4th in our figures of history, Walt Stitt.
Walt Stitt.
Walt Stitt.
Tell me about Walt Stitt.
Walt Stitt was originally he was a loader on a tank for a while, and then he became a gunner on a tank. And there is a book all about information with him in it and other such things called the Panzer Killers. This is another collaboration with Adam Makos. And so the book actually comes with a signed bookplate, making it pretty awesome and cool. And the other really exciting thing for me and for everyone else maybe, is the fact that Walt Stitt is still with us. And so he actually had input in this figure, and I got to kind of go back and forth through Adam Makos with him, and he gave his figure the thumbs up. He said he looked badass.
That's so cool.
So that
cool.
was pretty awesome to be able to like, hey, what do you think? Is it you? And he's like, yes. And so yeah, he's like, I need a cigarette. I need all this stuff. So
That's so cool.
So cool.
yeah,
I mean, that's a lifetime opportunity. To work,
Yeah,
work
right.
on
It
a
was
living
really
heroes
cool.
fig.
Yeah, we asked him what kind of perfect caliber he might have or gun he might have, and he's like, couple here or there. So that one, the grease gun was a little. He's like, yeah, I might have carried one of those. But yeah, the rest was very much like talking through stuff. So it was really cool.
So number 4 in the series of figures of history. Once again, you get the fig, the base plate, and the book with the sign.
With the signed
bookplate.
bookplate.
And those have been
They've
incredibly
been
successful.
they've
for
been
us.
great. I think it's such a fun pairing. I think most of our customers are obviously they like history. That's what we do here, right? And I think it's fun to have something that is coming directly from a book, a book that, Adam Makos has talked to all of these guys, throughout the years, and he's done interviews, and so he has a lot of knowledge. So that's really fun to tap into.
Yeah, it's a great ongoing project.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for even more of those in the
More
future.
coming. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Here we have the P-40N Warhawk.
Yep.
This is shipping Friday, And so this was sold in pre-sales a long time ago. We talked about this before, but I just want to show it off one more time because
Some beautiful printing.
it's finally here in all its glory. And this is the Bourbon Banshees edition of the Warhawk. All the Bourbon Banshees have this crazy big skull, bloody skull print on the front. And this is a really difficult print. I just want to show that off one more time. Comes with 2 great minifigs
Yep.
by you.
Indeed.
Oh,
You have a pilot in his in his leather jacket. Make the pilot stand up, Slam.
okay. I should be using a stand. Okay.
We have them.
It's because his map is like 40 pounds.
I mean, pilots need very large maps. I've heard this before.
Boom.
Yeah, so yeah, great pilot. Easy, nice jacket going on. He's got all these cool patches on the back.
Yes.
Nice stuff, and then he's got this awesome map that Slam made.
Yep,
so
super
that's
accurate.
Definitely cool. Some
World War
fresh
II map
hat
of the-
printing. We've done
of-
that
of the
hat
region.
multiple times, but this is new printing on the hat. And then we have this next guy,
We've got a mechanic.
mechanic, because we need mechanics. Mechanics are good. Earl. We need Earl.
He's got a printed hat.
Yeah, so this is a brand new hat, brand new wrench. We made our own wrench, and that is a perfect calibered wrench on top of it. So that's pretty exciting. And he's in just a good old set of coveralls that have definitely seen a little wear and tear because you would, right? Laying under the ground and doing your thing.
Yep, it is officially a playset because there's more to it than just the plane and the pilot. It comes with mechanic, also comes with some fuel barrels.
Yep.
And some
a
bomb
little
cards and things
bomb
like
card
that.
in there.
Yeah, lots of good printed
Lots of cool
details
stuff
and the rest of
coming.
that.
Anyway, it's been talked about, but it's still really awesome, and it came together nicely.
Yep, there are still a few left on the website. So
Yeah, pick them up now.
last chance, everybody.
This is a
They're gonna go
limited
quick.
edition,
Yep,
correct? Yeah.
it is very limited at this point.
Want to hand me one of the
Ooh,
guys there?
hey,
Last up.
we've got a torso.
For this week's new releases and dropping to retail stores is a lovely little classic World War II German torso winter.
Yeah.
So he's got his little parka going, got some ammo pouches.
Yep, we've
Nice,
been
simple classic.
slowly rebuilding our stock of just torsos,
Yeah.
so you can army build a lot easier, and a great addition. Yep. Shoop.
Should be good.
Okay.
Put more guys with that RSO.
Yeah.
All guys.
Fill out your Battle of the Bulge mock.
Definitely.
Cool.
Switch them up to skin colors pretty easy.
I think that's it for new releases. So I'm gonna step
That's
out. We'll
it.
have Dylan drop in.
Hey, I did it last time.
Yep. And
I
you'll
see
do
how
it
this
again.
is. Fine, next week's yours though.
Okay.
Wow, that glider's so good, it's Waco. I riffed that. Cool note about the Flak 38.
Yeah.
Also fits right on top of the Normandy bunker. So if you just got in on that pre-order and you're looking to make it even more of a little bit of a playset,
Yeah.
pick it
pop that
up.
over.
And you got a little crew to stick on top of your bunker and defend your Pack 40.
Excellent.
It's
Excellent
a well-armed
plan.
bunker. Yeah, all right. Let's get to some of the stuff coming back Monday.
Monday.
Alrighty, so Fighting Falcon is coming back on pre-order. I know we've had the F-16 out for a while, so that'll be cool. We got a heavy guns carrier and NATO camouflage, Ukrainian Defender ATV, and a Humvee.
Nice.
All of that coming back on restock pre-order. The
Excellent.
stuff getting ready to ship is another Humvee, the M1044, High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle, to be more specific. The LCVP Higgins boat, the Ukrainian International Legion, modern U.S. Army Rifleman V2, modern Marine Rifleman V2, modern Korean Tanker V2, and the U.S. Army Ranger in the Battle of Mogadishu V3.
3. I was about to say.
I know.
Try to
Been
like
through a
right.
lot of those, right?
Yeah, I did the last one. That's all I know.
So now to the other fun stuff. Like we've talked about before, we've got a whole bunch of events coming up, starting with the California store anniversaries. You've been working on some cool stuff for that.
Yeah, been working. Got some cool figs coming up, and a fig, I should say, coming up. And I think we're keeping things kind of quiet, or
we'll-
not really. I
we'll-
mean,
we'll
we're
review it at some
slowly. I
point,
think
yeah.
we've given a couple of.
We leaked the
Hints.
mini nukes,
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
so
we
people
did
know that that's
Okay.
going to be a thing. Slam's going to give those the perfect caliber treatment. I'm sure they're going to be awesome.
Yeah, I
so
think
that'll
they're
be
working on
cool.
that this morning.
Yep, we're going to have an exclusive road store exclusive
Road store,
figure. It's
yep.
kind of, it changes. Pay attention. That's how it works.
Yep,
But
road
we'll have
store.
a figure. It'll debut there
Yep.
at both locations. It'll be the same in both spots. We'll have a cool brick, same kind of deal. Check out the website for more details associated with the specials and other stuff we got going out there. But otherwise, you can come see the team. That'll be a lot of fun. You'll be out there. Slam will be out there. Camera guy, and Dan, obviously. So then Tracy will be along as well. So it'll be a full crew at both locations. Check the times, though, because we just set that San Diego is going to be 11 to 3. Yeah, and then Mare Island 10 to 2. So I don't want you guys to miss the team if you're making the trip. That'd be a bummer.
Yeah, because we're hitting one and then flying up to the other one.
Exactly. So. Saturday, Sunday, 1-2 punch. The specials will run all weekend. You'll still be able to get your hands on that cool stuff. But when it comes to actually wanting to see people out there from the HQ, make sure you hit those time slots because that's when they will be on hand. After that, it's pretty much full steam into June.
Yep.
There's not much.
And there's a lot going on in June.
Yeah, right. So it's World War Brick, obviously, then Brick World, then Tank Fest. All of which, obviously, we will be attending in some way, shape, or form. Whether or not you can follow along to all 3 of those might be kind of a tall order, but hey, maybe pick one and make it a thing. So, because World War Brick obviously is our signature event of the year, and then Tank Fest, as you will soon experience,
I'm excited.
Is pretty epic. So. Yeah, and then I suppose we can talk a little bit about some micro brick battle stuff that might, because we're going to bring the game to Tank Fest, because where better would that game work?
Right. Yeah, so we're going to have a couple of new duo packs to start building up your armies again. I'm going to be playing the classic version, so if you know how to play using the V3 of the rule book, come on by. If you don't, come on by, I'll teach you.
Yeah, there you go. So that's going to be kind of new, a little bit more of the interactive style there. And then obviously for people who can't attend Tank Fest, there'll still be a chance to get your hands on some micro brick battle stuff, which is cool. So stay tuned for more developments there. We'll get you more info when we can. Otherwise, I think that's all for me.
I think that's about it.
Pretty quick, short, to the sweet, to the sweet.
To the sweet,
short, sweet, to the point.
It's toot sweet.
Okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching.
Bye.